All right, all right. Now I just wanted to show you guys something here and show you how atheists do this so you can be up on game next time, so you can understand as a creationist how to defend this, okay? Because they think they got you on this. Now I want you to notice right here. Don't know why I said notice, because I'm an idiot. All right, well here we go. If kind has meaning, which it does, it's right here in the biological dictionary. It's right there. Alright, so it does have a meaning. Then what kind of bird is a bat? Leviticus 11:13 through 19. Now, this is what they do. They take this completely out of context, or they just don't read it. They go to some atheist site and don't pay it no attention. Now let's go read that. Alright, so here it is right here. And we'll skip down to this part. And the vulture and the kite after his kind. Then it goes into every raven after his kind, and then it tells you. And the owl, and the nighthawk, and the cuckoo, and the hawk after his kind, and the little owl, blah, 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 and the swan, the pelican, the gear eagle, and the stork, the heron after her kind, the lapwing, and the bat. But here's the key right here. Every raven after his kind. Raven. Now what is the definition of raven? If you go down here, a ferocious wild animal that hunts for prey. Every one of these animals hunt for prey. Every one. The hawk, the cuckoo, the hawk, the little owl, the cormorant, the great owl, the swan, the pelican, the eagle, the stork, the heron, the lapwing, and the bat. It's not saying these are the same kind of animals. It's saying they're after the raven kind, meaning they hunt for prey. Like I said, you have to watch these atheists. They think they're slick, but they're really not all that slick because they don't read it. They don't do any research. And they call this a contradiction in the Bible. This is not a contradiction in the Bible. This makes complete sense, and they got it right. This is not wrong. This is right. But do they ever accept that? Let's go look at my Twitter. The problem is kind has no taxonomic scientific meaning. It's worthless when defining species. Really? Let's look at the definition of species. I'm doing it right here live. Like I said, look. What does it say right here for the definition of species? Type, kind, sort, family, order, breed, strain, variety, class, classification, category. Species is the same thing as kind. And they'll sit there and tell you it has no meaning whatsoever, when it means the exact same thing. But here's the trick. See, instead of using the word kind, because it debunks evolution, they use the word species, and they call a poodle its own species, a jaguar its own species, when really that's not true. A jaguar is a feline. It's the same kind of animal as a lion, as a house cat. It's the same kind of animal. A poodle, a German shepherd, a pit bull. They call all three of those separate species. They're not. They're species within the kind of animal, which is a canine. See, the reason they don't use kind is because they know that if they use the term kind, then it will debunk transitional evolution. They know this. They got to have that common ancestor so they can deny God. Okay? They want you to believe that 50 billion years ago, every animal, every plant, every human came from one single cell organism that was the common ancestor. That's just not true, and you have to be a fool to believe that. But if they tell you that every animal brings forth after its own kind and there's no exceptions, then that would debunk that theory. That's why they do not use it. All right? So, if you start telling kids, hey, dogs bring forth after their own kind, well, they'll say, well, look, there's no way that a non-dog brought forth a dog. It debunks their theory. That's why they don't use it. That's why they deny it. He even says it again. Kind can't kill a theory. Kind is an irrelevant to the scientific inquiry. We're not angry, we're just confused, really, because the definition of species gives it to you right here. Type, this is a synonym for species. Type, kind, what type of animal is a poodle? It's a dog. That's the kind of animal it is. This stuff is so easy to understand. But they'll watch this video and say, well, we don't understand what you're saying. We just can't understand it. And then they show you this picture here, and they say, which one of these refers to kind? Okay? Life, domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. See how they do this? They separate every animal into these little things to make it as complicated as possible. They want this to be as complicated as it possibly can be, when it's really easy to understand. A dog is a dog. A cat is a cat. A lion is a cat. It's the same thing. It's a big cat. You might have a little house cat. You might have a big cat like a lion. But it's still a feline. There's nothing changed about that animal. It's still the same. You cannot get any other animal from a lion but another lion. That's the only way it works. There's nothing in the genetic makeup to make that thing anything else. It's impossible. There's no exceptions to that rule. None. Zero. No transitional fossils. No nothing. There is no evidence of this. None. Look, he even says it right here on the side. Kind is BS. When we just looked at the definition of kind in the biological dictionary, and it means the same thing as species. But do you think they'll accept this? No, because the reason is kind debunks everything they believe in. Now, they do this a lot with the Bible too. They take it out of context. They say, well, this means this and this means that. But every time, and I'm not kidding about this, every time the answer is one sentence away. Every time. It never fails. It's always one sentence away. Let me go up here and show you another one that I saw earlier. I get a lot of notifications. As you see, I can't even check them all. Even getting new ones here. See, this guy here says eagles, vultures, black vultures, red kites, black kites. All that are all night stalkers? Never said that. They are vicious, ferocious, wild animals that hunt for prey. That's what they are. So yes, that is what they are. That's it. See, they don't understand the common sense. You cannot speak common sense to these people. Let's see this right here. Neither, in fact, does species. Species boundaries somewhat arbitrary. The definition involving fertility was never rigorous. Wait a minute. Here's a definite definition for species. This is a definite definition for species. There it is right there. See, they lie so much that they can't keep up with it. Anyway, I appreciate you watching the video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter at FreeAmerican100, FreeAmerican100. Appreciate it.